Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Dicey Dungeons. So, since this game is so much about time management, it only makes sense after having such a loose, well, I don't want to call it a loser streak, but we definitely have failed on a couple of episodes, one episode right at the boss fight. Maybe 2 episodes right at the boss fights. And see, it's just not really worth the time you have to put into it if each episode is an hour long to potentially play for an hour and then lose at the last second. So I'm playing in relax mode. This game is kind of crazy in that it allows you to actually edit your progress, so we could also go further. And so if there was just some case where we tried each of these episodes and couldn't win, then we could unlock the last episodes. Now, relax mode only reduces the health by 25%, so there still is a lot of room for challenge there. And on top of that, like, there is still probably going to be challenges in the final episodes, even in relax mode. We're going to do compression errors, duplicate dice vanish immediately. Time for more dice, unfortunately, is a slight problem. For complicated reasons that we won't go into here for this episode, you can't have 2 dice showing the same number. We'll see how that plays out. Beep. It's our little optimized Optimus, the robot. How are calculations coming along, my dear? They're good. Or, I really don't beep, you know? I do know, yes. Still keen to be the very best version of yourself? Well, yes. But I was wondering, since I've completed some of my episodes, could I maybe leave now and just win, say, 2 hours less sleep a night? Oh, what an interesting idea. Let me have a think. No, you obviously can't. Haven't you been paying any attention at all? Get back in the dungeons, calculator. Like, unlike the Binding of Isaac, we have yet to run into a situation where we unlock something new that's like a permanent element. So, we're back to the robot this time, which means what you probably would want to do is use each dice each turn. And since this is reusable, just do that. And then just do that. Now we have a 4, and so we'll do Plasma Blaster with that. Then do that. And then arrow out. Decent chance we'll win here without even taking any damage. 4. If I rolled another 4, it would be a problem, so I still have to kind of use this, so we'll do that and just win. So what we want is to unlock as many abilities to start with, to have more options. Like most games, having more options is the smart start for anything. Alright, A6 is not odd, so I literally have to do this. And that's all I can do that turn. Yeah. If there was something that unlocked, I would at that point consider just getting out of relax mode, because then that might open the door that I'd want to play this game more, but I don't think that's going to be the case. It really comes down to that there is a very finite amount of times that would be the right amount of times to play this game, and it's somewhere between 36 times and 50. If you start to get above 50, it's going to be too much. Now this is interesting. I guess what I would want to do here is to do this first. Do this. Interesting. It increased the range by 1 permanently or temporarily. Do this. Now when I auto roll, it's going to guarantee a jackpot with 2 dice, and for that we can then regenerate to heal 3 health, not that it matters, and then we could do this and this, which actually we could just end a turn by fighting. It might be some small strategy in taking damage to have your auto roll unlocked at this for the next run. Cheat code is temporary. Right. That was a mimic. I feel like auto roll will always give you 2 or 3. Like if the target is 11, you're probably going to get 2 or 3 dice. And I don't know if you really get the right amount you'd want there. There we go. That. And I guess at this point auto roll wouldn't do anything for us. It's an interesting question. What happens if I did this right now? Nothing. Interesting. So I just totally wasted it. Well, that was certainly a learning experience. And 5 damage here. Another jackpot. Boy, does it seem like I am in a lucky spot. Should I do lucky shot now or regenerate health? Because you're almost certainly going to take damage. So regenerating 3 and then taking 5 wasn't worth it. We now know what happens when you get a duplicate. So that's relatively safe. But do we want to risk airing out? I think the answer there is no. Mechanical arm even gets higher with each roll. And we've learned in a previous fight that if we don't fight everybody on the field, then we will lose. Let's see. Roll a 3. That increases the range by 1 each time. Roll a 1. And do that, I guess. Roll a 3. And do that, I guess. And then auto roll, I guess, to get that. Roll 1 more dice. unfortunately, do 7 damage still needs that even to have done the damage, and I didn't have that. Massive cooldown reduction. Having an odd and even option is not terrible. Three to increase the jackpot chances by 1. Okay. 5 damage plus 5 damage, or regenerate health. I think we are going to go for damage and lucky shot and live with that. Kind of large amount of damage there, so the trick now would be to let's go odd. Let's go even to do 3 damage. Doesn't matter, doesn't matter, doesn't matter. Auto roll, I guess, to do that. Regenerate health and do 5 damage. Why not? Do a certain amount of damage immune to errors as a Buster Sword. Do a certain amount of damage double on the jackpot. I think immune to errors is something we need to experiment with at the very least. And weirdly, my health is at full, like I leveled up. I don't know why I would have leveled up. Roll 2 6s for 10, combine dice, or get a small shield. Do I have enough equipment to... I guess we'll do small shield. And start rolling, I guess. The 1 would be odd. 2, give me 2 shields. Sure, why not? 6 would do 6 damage, immune to errors. And jackpot. Even does 5 on that. Rolling 1 more dice wouldn't do anything different. So we had an almost 1 turn kill there. And it kind of just doesn't matter what we do here. Why do I have a dice on fire? I guess he set 1 dice on fire. Well, that's not going well. But we can see Buster Sword is immune to errors. Alright. Well, that makes everything work out fairly well. And yeah, a lot of this is definitely going to just boil down to, with that 25% reduction in health, you're going to get through each individual fight faster. And with each individual fight going through faster, you're going to end up succeeding way better. 6 damage there, 5 damage there in return. So the whole experience is potentially going to be 25% faster if everything else stays equal. It also feels like I'm just getting incredibly lucky at the moment, and that doesn't really make the most amount of sense unless the game is cheating in my favor, which it very possibly is cheating in my favor. An odd, or do one more lucky roll. Yeah, just do the lucky shot. No, do a regenerate here, then do 3 damage here. And immediately the question will become, what would we want to increase to do better? Buster Sword, Mechanical Arm could work on anything as long as you don't air out. Plasma Blaster could work on anything. I think Buster Sword obviously is the one you want. And if anything, I'd like to be able to duplicate the Buster Sword. Fixed payout is an interesting thought. Now I'm gonna just buy it, even if I can't really afford it. This one's a more difficult fight, so we'll take this one on next. Yeah. You just start playing. Nod here. A shield here. A 1 here, I guess. 6 on this. We do 8 damage. Then a lucky shot. Then in the turn. So our blind is a target 11, which just means, well, we have no idea what this is. It's above 3 and it's an even number, so it's got to be 4 or 6, which, if we do this, it needs to be 5, so we actually know it is a 6 through those different options. Let's see. And we aired it out. That was a dumb move. I should have just won with a little bit more safety. Yeah. Yeah, I should just win here and be done with it. Two extra CPUs. Take on this fight. Start with the 2, which would be for shields. A 1, increase the jackpot range. 2, deal 4 damage. Sounds like a good move. And then we could auto roll now. And with that, we could do 4 damage here. I could do this. Should just do 4 damage there. Do that. And then do that. Now we're back. Let's see. And I guess the move here would be to do something like this so we don't win. Do this. And then just hope for a small number. Or I should have just won, honestly. Yeah. I should just play for safety. Take the victory now. Here we've got healing crystals. I don't think we're going to be playing with healing crystals today. We can eat one of those apples. We can't afford either other item. Okay. Start with this fight. Six. Can start with that much damage. 4. Could do 4 damage. 2 is even for 4 damage. Or I could take some shields. Well, this Crystalline is a new character, and apparently it doesn't even have a weapon, so doing that makes sense. I will take this. And then I'll take a lucky shot. So he plays a 6 to unlock an item, a weapon. Let's see, 1 as far as an odd. Can do that. 5 can do 7 damage or just 5 damage. 11 could do 7 damage. Although the immune to errors does have an argument to be kept around longer. And then even numbers, not 1. So if I rolled 1 more dice, I might get an even, but I could just do a lucky shot at the moment and win. Is there any other way to win this turn? No, so we can't do regenerate. Yeah, and it definitely feels like jackpot is worth it. Chocolate cookie repeating the next action, I don't think is worth it. So yeah. Maybe getting rid of the pea shooter would make sense. I'm not using it very much. Maybe even healing for more might be worth it. I will do fixed payout for now, but I'll consider healing crystals later. And I could just leave this level, but you obviously want to max level yourself as much as possible. So, odd for cheat code, even for that, max for 5 damage, error for 8 damage. And I can't calculate any further because it errored out. You couldn't do anything at all. 2 would be even for fixed payout. 5 would be odd, or 5 for 5 damage. I guess you do that one. We could do even for 4 damage at the moment. Or we could get shield, which 4 damage makes more sense. I will just... Smart move is to take the victory now. Even though we could have learned something by getting the jackpot. Let's see. Each of these apples right now is 7 health. So, it's not even worth getting the apples. Odd. Even for 4. These would work. That would work. I am running out of options. That still kind of worked fine. Right. Even using an additional jackpot. We're kind of wasting a item each time we do this. And that was the cursed one. So 1731, we're still in a great position, but if we get cursed every turn, and it particularly attacks the Buster Sword, that would suck. Okay. Use an additional jackpot ability, and then Lucky Shot, and we could either do one more roll or regenerate. One more roll makes a lot more sense. Even for 5 damage wins. We level up for free health. Heatsink reduced the CPU counter by a certain amount. I don't know why you would want that. Or increment CPU counter plus 1, plus 2 useless this turn. We'll take increment. And yeah, I guess the thought here is, do I like fixed payout? No, I used it a lot of times and it didn't really help me much. Do I even really need cheat code? That's another question. Let's see. Juggling ball as a deal sounds like a good offer. Not that I'm going to use it. And then the 2 health are going to get left on the floor. And that probably is a great indicator of just how this whole relaxed mode is making the game much more reasonable. Yeah, we're just breezing through this level. Right. 5 for that. 6 for that. I'll push it again. Didn't get any further with that. Now, I suppose the Rat King could be a problem, but I doubt he really will be. One as an odd number, 5 for 7 damage. That's all I can really do. When I increase the range, I'm gonna have to pay attention to see if it's lowering the number by 1 and increasing it by 1, or if it's just increasing it by 1 or increasing it by 2. So it's at 13 now. when I do, let's see. Well, this is just gonna win anyways. I'll just have to check that out later. Take the victory now. Take then thy victory, do with it thou wilt in these underground realms, for never wilt thou return to the surface. They're all saying the exact same thing. That you're just doomed to be in the dungeons forever. And I definitely don't want to be playing this game forever. I fairly recently played a game called Darkest Dungeon that ran into that problem where every run was pretty much the same and it never got any easier after like 50, it felt like 50 to 60 hours of gameplay. So, alright, the target is 13 now. When we do this, it goes from 12 to 13. So it reduced the number by 1. Interesting. A 6 would get us up there. We should probably just use the auto roll now. Right. Yeah, and I wouldn't want this game to turn into that where you're just doing episodes over and over again in the hope for maybe in the 20th attempt you would get lucky and win, and that you really couldn't control anything because it was fairly random as far as the outcomes. Okay. You spin that on that, I guess. And see, that didn't help anything to play that way. However, if Darkest Dungeon had a relaxed mode, I would have been happy to turn it on and make more progress. Although it kind of wouldn't have mattered in that case either. Four, 6. Lucky. Okay. There's nothing more I could do that would do damage that would also run a roll, so it should just do lucky shot and win. You haven't been here long yet, have you? I can still smell the rain on you. I can see the last glimpses of sunlight in your eyes. Yeah. So let's go to the store first. Welcome, a bookstore meeting is in the back, or are you here for shopping? That's fine, carry on, have a browse. I think we probably want food, and I don't know if we really benefit by doing at max 3 damage and getting a new dice. Let's see. Hey there, mate. What can I do for you? A polish, an upgrade? Right. Healing crystals, upgrade. Chocolate cookie plus, upgrade. Fixed payout. Use all additional jackpot abilities. Heal. And roll a new dice. Let's see. The other options would be to Be reusable on increment, which you don't need. Increase the range of the cheat code by 2. Remove the even requirement on mechanical arm. I think we remove the even requirement on mechanical arm, and that's our best maneuver. This direction, Paper Knight characters. The one I want to fight next because I want to be able to access the food if necessary. 2 can do this. 3 can do this. 6 can do this. Jackpot. If I rolled one more dice, I would do 6 damage plus 2 versus 5 damage plus 2. So yeah, it's better to roll one more dice, but first actually play this. Then roll one more dice. Then do this. Blue is locking dice, which that's going to be a problem because first 2 rolls are going to end up locked. We'll do 8 here, and then activate a guaranteed jackpot, I guess, with a 3. And then guess we do 3 damage here. We roll one more, and then we do that. And that was the best I could do. At least it felt like that was the best we could do. Alright, we're gonna have to get fairly lucky here. We didn't get lucky, but Buster Sword saved us. Anyways. Well, we're not getting those any health refills. So there is possibly an argument towards trying to find something that could heal our health. Kraken is new. Doesn't seem like there's too much special here, although the Overwhelm seems to upgrade each use. And I wonder if that is each turn, each use, or if that is just each use. Well, I guess I'll just use this. Okay. Everything's blind. Let's see if it's an odd number. No. Let's see if it's below 3. No. So it's either a 4 or 6. Let's see if it's a 4. No. So we straight up know it's a 6. Is this an odd number? No. Is it below 3? Yes. 4. We can do that. 1. Okay. Now in this case, we should do just a lucky shot, and then do this, and then the turn. Is this an odd number? Nope. Is it below 3? Yes. Yep. I guess it is possible that you would run into a situation where you just wouldn't know. Okay. And in this case, what I want to do is get a jackpot so that I can regenerate some health, and then we'll just take the victory. Although, did I need to regenerate health? I guess not. We now have 2 extra CPUs. And I don't know if these CPUs aren't actually increasing our odds of getting a jackpot anyways. It's an interesting thought as far as a bump blade. Let's see, do 1 damage, get a new dice that's +1 for 5 versus do that amount of damage. Well, I don't think any of it matters now. We're just now moving on to medicine, which this is where we lost last time. So actually there's been 2 bosses I've just lost on. This one and the dragon at least. But you're not even going to buy any cookies? That's super rude. See, she has 52 health now, which if the 25% wasn't there, then that probably would have been a little bit higher. I don't want to actually do the math. She has 5 dice and the ability to repeat and burn dice. So, yeah. And having your target higher, I guess, does make a lot of sense. Because that means you can roll more often. Bumping this 1 would do 4 damage, or doing this right now would do 5 damage. So, smart move is to do this, I think. Okay. And then at this point you do that, and then you do that, and then you end the turn. Right, we have a full limit break at this point, so we can do 1 on fire for 5. Do I want to take the damage to play that? Another on, not on fire for 4. Take that, I guess. Take 3 shield, or increase the jackpot range. You know what, take 3 shot, 3 shield, because we can just auto roll at this point. And with that, we can do this, and do this, and do this. Just, she's obviously trying to burn all my dice. And you'd think that the vanish effect on this episode would have played some bigger role, but nope. We've just breezed through this incredibly easy. There was a vanish effect. I guess the question then would just come down to am I saving myself a lot if I was to say 2 and do that, and then do this, I guess. There we go. So we've got the lucky shot. The only thing here is, I guess if we had wanted to be at full health, would there have been a real chance of that? No. Will we get an achievement for winning on the lucky shot? Probably not. Well, here we are again. Let's try the exact same thing we've been doing for ages and see if the results are different this time. Oof, no, sorry. But maybe if you try another 5 or 10 times. So that's episode 2 down. And that took only 46 minutes. So it almost directly did save us 25% of the time, and we had a better outcome there in general, just because we won. Right. Let's see. So we should now try to get episode 1 of the Switch, which we've tried 2 or 3 times already, to get this so that we actually succeed. And that way we'll have all the first episodes done, and then if that unlocks something new, at least that puts us in a better position. We'll go ahead and do the 4 here. Let's see, magic shield 3 for an odd number. Let's put that in the 4 spot. I guess we now know something too around that there's an achievement for having all 4 spots prepared. I bet one of the Witches episodes centers around that. What does Crystal Ball do? Rolls 3 extra dice. Alright, well. Better to just win than unlock spells. Shocking is better than weakening, in my opinion. And put that there. Magic missile, even. Put that on the 5. And we'll start with the next fight. These layouts are not changing greatly. Let's see. Do that. That. Do 6 damage. +1 shock. Is that better than doing 1 damage and rolling the dice? Yes, it is. So. So that worked pretty badly for him. 5 damage for 2. Let's get a cauldron unlocked. Cauldron 1. Cauldron 2. Throw dice in the turn. Even would do 5 damage now, so there's no reason to play any further. Let's see, come back and grab some health. Grab another spell, Hall of Mirrors. +1 dice this fight. Yeah, I guess you start with 3 dice, so having more dice would make some sense. I would need a 6 and a 6 again, though, to justify that. Where doing that makes more sense, and then doing that makes more sense. Having extra dice at that point doesn't help you. Doing that doesn't help you. Doing the crystal ball at this moment would be wasteful. Okay. You don't have any even at all, so take this cauldron, replace that with that, which is exactly the same as just of unlocking it, I guess. I could unlock magic missile after this, I guess. I guess that would be something to think about instead of infliction. Oh man, I could have rolled the crystal ball. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter, just do this and win. Level up gives us a field spell. Now, it doesn't seem like there's enough of a game that takes place on the first episode that you would have 4 prepared slots, which does imply that some of the later episodes must be longer and have more floors to them. Split dice in 2, heal 1 health for every odd. We'll buy that, and then we'll get rid of that instead. We need to do every fight on the floor. Okay. If we were to do magic missile here, it would do 8 damage for every even number. That's excellent. Infliction is 2, magic shield. Is this? It's crystal ball at the moment. Bandage, magic missile. A second time. that. And then this, I guess. And this. So I can do infliction and do 3 damage there. And almost win on the first turn. And I guess there's, as long as we just did this, to possibly do this. Like, we still wouldn't have enough to roll again. So, just do that and win. Okay, so, take this. We're back to full health. Would there be an argument to buying anything? We can't afford anything. Let's just rush. We want to go this direction first because it opens more options. I'm just going to try and rush here. This episode may be a little bit long, but it's not going to be insanely long. Deal 1 damage, reroll dice. Reroll all your dice. Why would I really want to? Yeah, I just don't think that's what I would want to do. Unless reroll gives me 3 new dice, which would be crazy. I could do 2 more dice rolls, or I could just do 8 and guarantee. 50-50 shot that is going to be even. 50-50 shot this is going to be even. It's better to do that and not use that. Magic missile, and with that we can win. Magic spear needs a 6 and does 10 damage versus odd numbers restoring 1 health. I could possibly get rid of Magic Shield. Odd here, odd here. No, because Magic Spear is going to use 2 dice. Require 2 dice, and I don't want that. Let's see. Come in, Yolanda's got some amazing products in stock today. Yolanda's also speaking in the 3rd person again. Oops. Yeah. Silver Cauldron for 4. We may come back for that one. Meanwhile, we do this fight next. Okay. Cauldron. Cauldron. Roll. Magic missile. An upgraded spot. Crystal ball. Roll 3 new dice. Do that. Change the 4 to a 5. Bring back another magic missile. Roll that. Throw that. In the turn. I don't think thorns is going to really help the cactus here. Yeah. Because we can just do that. And that. Oh, why can't I do better? What am I doing wrong? I'm not trained for this. I'm just a plant. Double the dice value or duplicate the dice value. Duplicate dice, double the dice value. I guess you take duplicate and then I think I probably would say just ignore it. But you can't ignore it. So you've got to replace something. This would turn any even number into an odd. Rat will ignore. Silver cauldron. Deal 1 damage, get an odd dice. Actually, odd dice is not what we're looking for. We're looking for even. So let's not buy that. Let's just do this fight. Another cauldron. Magic missile in the upgraded spot. Do this. Do this. Unlock the second magic missile, I guess, in the turn. 6 damage, burn 2 dice, or 12 damage, burn 2 dice. I guess crystal ball to start with. That. Do that. Reset that one. Reset that one. Cauldron here. Reset that one. And we'll just throw the rest of the dice at them. We might be taking a little bit of damage here. But I guess it doesn't matter. Eat that, you eat that, you're fine. And we can straight up buy more food to just move to the next floor. Take out this kraken first, so we have more food if necessary. I would be interested in seeing what this did. This would get rid of the health odd requirement and just make it any dice. What would duplicate do? Seems like it would get rid of the... It would duplicate things twice. Interesting. Cauldron. Would reroll dice. Let's see what this does. That just re-rolled the dice. I would assume that would have re-rolled other dice too. Let's try that. doesn't seem like that's really doing anything. It only heals 1 health, though, the bandage, so it's not actually that useful. Okay. Actually, in that case, I should have thrown the dice, because I was at full health. Okay. Duplicate the 4 twice, I guess. Do 1 damage, reroll. The fact that we have 2 duplicates is a problem. Yeah, if he can just curse me every turn or blind me every turn and do increasing amounts of damage, we need that. We need a 5. And since that's blind, we don't know what it does. What if we were to duplicate that? Well, now we just have 2 blind things. Getting new dice seems to be better than re-rolling dice, but I'm not sure. Let's put a cauldron here to start with. Put an infliction here. Use that. Put an electric shock. Here. Guess that's something. Shock him, then throw a dice. See if that helps a little bit. The blinding is driving me crazy. Finally, magic missile. And we can figure out if it's even or not. 1, 2. I guess I have to end the turn there. There definitely is something about the repetitive nature of this game that is exhausting me. I just suddenly became very tired after really only doing an hour or 2 of gameplay. I was winning with giant arms, the slumbering green, and you interrupt me for yet another fight. Winnowing. I don't know what winnowing means. Yeah. Well, you take this health, obviously. This is not necessary. We have 3 gold. Lightning bolt wouldn't be an upgrade. Blizzard wouldn't be an upgrade. 3 gold could give us 10 HP. Okay. So the only possibility of changing things would be to take on the Keymaster. And so that is what we will do in the next recording. Good progress today, though. We managed to beat a level in which I had had some struggles with. We definitely seem like we're on track to beat the first episode of the witch character, which maybe will unlock the final 6th character, or maybe will just give us something else for having beaten episode 1 with everything. We now seem like we're on track to probably beat episode 2 with each character, or at least the first 5 of them, and probably even episode 3. After that point, I wouldn't be surprised if there is kind of a big change and we start to get episodes that are twice as long, and arguably even with relaxed mode, if an episode or dungeon is twice as long, you're talking an hour and 30 to 2 hour long episodes, which is a lot considering how we are just hearing the same music over and over again, fighting the same characters over and over again, and doing the same gameplay mechanics of dice rolls with some slight variations. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. And if you want to support me further, there's a link to Patreon, or you can friend me on Steam and get me a game off my wishlist. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.